The next several years, what happened was that her and Mike would just have pillow talk over the phone, okay? They never made arrangements to actually meet, okay? Now, you know Karrine, that's a problem with her. You know, she liked to, when she needed, she wanted to test it out. Remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not a part of our Bella Book Club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below. And for a small $5 monthly fee, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before YouTube gets it. YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about Corinne Steffans. Vixen Diaries Part 6. Where we left off, okay, Bobby the Brown had just been invited. Well, actually, her and Bobby the Brown were invited to Las Vegas to see Mike Tyson train. Now, the thing about the gig that Mike Tyson had out there in Las Vegas, Mike Tyson didn't do for long because he felt like an animal in a cage or an animal at the zoo, okay? Because what would happen is people would pay money to watch Mike Tyson train behind a big plexiglass. And he said he felt like an animal. I mean, okay, a lot of people kind of think he was an animal, and what's coming up next, I mean, he kind of do things like an animal. But so anyways, October 2006, and despite her efforts to turn her relationship with Bobby Brown positively, she said that Bobby Brown was destined or determined to ruin her. She said that when she picked him up from the airport, when he returned from Mike Tyson, that when he got in the car, he was twitching, his eyes was dilated, and he looked a goddamn mess. Okay, he probably did. You know, sometimes Bobby the Brown can look a mess. She said that she was appalled at how he was acting. And in fact, she even recalled a point where Bobby the Brown had yelled in her face and was like, what you talking about? You ain't never do nothing for me. Karrine was in her feelings because she was like, I ain't never do nothing for you. Nigga, the clothes that you got on your back, I bought them for it. The bed you sleep in is my bed. The door that you unlock is my house. What is you talking about? But listen, when they be on them drugs and all that bull stuff, nothing they say makes sense, okay? Because they ain't in their right mind. But Karrine, she thought she was super saver hoe in regards to Bobby. First of all, girl, why do you think you, of all people, can fix him? She's also talking about what we talked about before, how she decided not to go with Bobby to visit Mike Tyson because she said she would feel out of place. I don't know, why. She said that Mike Tyson had gotten arrested in Phoenix, Arizona for possession of cocaine. Mike subsequently checked himself into a California rehab, okay? His arrest was a relief for me and for some of his closest friends because we believe that this nigga may get himself together. But she said, her words not mine, that basically her vagina was very hot because she had just left Coogee Rap. Okay, she had been with that ninja for 4 years since she was 17 years old, and that thing was ready. And at this particular situation, she was in a club, okay, and she noticed that everybody was making their way to the VIP section, okay. She wondering with stars on her eyes, everybody's going there. I want to be there too. Of course you do, because that's what you do. You're a dick pig. So she made her way through the crowd too so that she could see what the hell is going on. And what was going on was Mr. Mike Tyson. So what she said was that she walked past his table. Huzzy, you walked past his table on purpose. You know you did, right? But she walked past his table. Their eyes met. Mike Tyson's like, ooh, yeah, bring me that. He tapped, one of his, wingmen, bring me that right there. Bring me that now. I want that over here. That's how she started her relationship with Mike Tyson. Years later, she said they would remain good friends. Over the next several years, what happened was that her and Mike would just have pillow talk over the phone, okay? They never made arrangements to actually meet, okay? Now, Karrine, that's a problem to her. She liked to, when she meet it, she wanted to test it out. Eventually, she got her opportunity because one of her duties was going to go see Mike Tyson at the W Hotel, okay? Now, she didn't tell Mike that she was going with her Judy. She was like, Judy, look, I know you going over there to fuck him, okay? But I'm going over there with you, and maybe we can fuck him together. Okay, she didn't say that's what happened, but I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, Clarence. If your girlfriend's going over to the hotel to meet him, she ain't going over there to bake cookies with his ass. She's going over there to take care of some business, okay? But, it just adds up that way. Both of them go over to the Mike Tyson hotel room, okay? When he see her, he like, oh, wow, okay. He probably thinking in his mind, oh, shit, I didn't expect 3, but... we could do it. Mike Tyson looked like the kind of man. I mean, he looked like he can handle more than 3. He might can handle 18 if you ask me. Any nigga that can knock somebody out in round 1 or in 3 seconds, however. Mike Tyson at his best. He is loved. She said that he was shocked to see her. She said after the years of just talking on the phone, she said we were both extremely curious sexually about each other. I bet. But something ain't right if he ain't make no efforts to set up an arrangement. It was like you was like forcing that vagina on him, girl. Maybe he wasn't ready for the vagina just yet. She said as long as I have known Mike Tyson, he has proven to be very passionate about everything and everyone. I would agree. That's why he be whooping ass the way he do. So if it look like I'm reading, it's because I want to get this shit exactly. Okay, because I want y'all to feel what I was feeling when I read this. Okay, I want to know y'all input on how you would feel if you was the woman's with the heavyweight champion. She said that he is a lover and a fighter. Okay, but he loves the same way he fights, hard and rough. Okay, his kisses are like uppercuts and his lovemaking is like a title match. He pushed and pulled, he tossed me around like a rag doll, and just as he proved in June 1997 during his rematch with Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson is a biter. Ooh. His passion manifested through pain. And as I endured the extreme force of his 200-pound frame colliding into me, he kissed and sucked and bit me. What's that word? Overzealously. I don't know why I went blind all of a sudden. But I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? Anyway, she said, I wanted nothing more than for him to stop. Maybe that's why Mike Tyson be having all them charges against him. That's all I got to say. Maybe that's why he be having all them charges, because his sex be too brutal. I was in excruciating pain as we continued in the manner for several hours. Hours, bitch. Hours. Oh, my God. Hours. First of all, I wouldn't, if I got to lay down with a man and he ain't finished in like 3 minutes, we over. Something is wrong. Something is wrong with me if it takes a man hours. You hear me? All right? There's something that's wrong with me. Hours? My vagina ain't set up to take all that pressure for hours. Finally, at the end of our first tryst, child, she said, I was spent and covered in bruises and bite marks. That's why he got that charge. That's why he got them charges. Okay, now we get it. At the end of it, she said, honey, we just gonna be friends. Okay, because I can't take all this pressure. I don't blame you, girl. Not from the mic. Not from the mic. What she said was that Mike Tyson does everything to excess. Okay, And we all know that Bobby B at that time was out of control. So what she said was she wasn't going out there. And I see why she didn't want to go out there, because she didn't want to be around them two fools, you know? So anyway, getting back to when Bobby returned to the house, you know, she said she still was trying to make efforts to clean the dude up, to get them together. Bitch, it ain't your job to do that. All your job is to do is just be used, okay? You ain't supposed to, you know, turn it to Super Saver Hole when it comes down to him, because he can't repay you with his love. He can't do that because too many of his boys had you. She's coming to the realization that her and Bobby Brown will never be a true couple. What she did say was that eventually she finally let Bobby B go. Okay, but she maintained an open door because of his relationship with her son. She moves on to talk about an episode in September 2006. Okay, it's not me jumping around through these dates, it's her. Okay, but September 2006, right? Know that her and Bobby Brown are still dealing with each other, or at least she dealing with him. Who knows if he was dealing with her? Okay, but she gets an invite from Magic Johnson. It's a black tie event. Magic Johnson's publicist calls her to say, hey, Karrine girl, look, Magic Johnson is celebrating 25 years in business or something like that, or success in business. You and Bobby Brown are invited. She like, me and Bobby Brown? Why? Now, this is what I want to know, Karrine. Okay, why wouldn't you bring Bobby Brown if Bobby Brown was the person who you was dating? She said that the publicist told her, oh no, you're not the pool. Bobby B is the pool. She go, how is Bobby B the pool when I'm actually more relevant than he is right now? Bitch, you are delusional. You will never, ever be more relevant than Bobby B. I don't give a fuck if Bobby Brown was smoking crack off a bitch in Baltimore. You heard me. You will never be more relevant than Bobby B. You know why? Because after you sucked all the dicks in the world, dick pig, Bobby Brown can still get his ass on stage and sing Tenderoni and make all us scream. She took it as a jab at her and her success, because she felt like me and Magic Johnson have been friends for years. Why would she tell me that I couldn't come to the event without Bobby Brown? She told the publicist, don't worry about it. I'll call Irvin later. So then she goes on to explain her relationship with Magic Johnson. And I told y'all that she was fucking him. But let's say what she said, okay? She said that when she was homeless, Magic Johnson was the person who saved her and her son from sleeping in the car. He made sure that Naeem had a good Christmas party, that they weren't lacking for anything, okay? And I said, why the fuck would Magic Irvin Johnson still living with HIV and been living with it for about 82 years want to take care of you when he got a wife? Okay? Where the fuck was Cookie? Because you know Cookie would be like, why for you taking care of that bitch? What's so special about this bitch? You know what's special, Cookie? Her dick sucking skills. That's what's special for her. I don't care what she say. The only reason why she didn't say that her and Magic Johnson had a sexual relationship was because the world knew that he was HIV positive. She was so arrogant about her relationship with Magic Johnson that when she called him, she was like, Irvin, your publicist told me that I couldn't come to your event without Bobby the Brown. Irvin Johnson, faking, bitch. He was like, oh, I must check in on that. I don't know why that happened. That's crazy. You mean it? Magic Johnson, cut the crap. You know damn well you told that publicist that she better bring Bobby the Brown, because that's who she's dating or messing with at the time, because it's all over the news. It's all in the papers. All the magazines is talking about it, that she with Bobby Brown, because you don't need that bitch blowing kisses at you while you at your event standing next to the Cookie. Karrine said that the publicist called her and apologized. I wouldn't apologize to that bitch. I'd be like, Irvin, you're going to have to do that yourself. Because you told me what I did, what I was supposed to do. She over there on the red carpet, swinging. Oh, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Went down to BCBG. Shout out to BCBG. Let me tell you something. That was my shiz. Okay? I used to shop there all the time. I love the BCBG. But anyway, she went down there to BCBG, got her old good red carpet dress on sale. Okay? She got her hair done and everything. She wanted to be beautiful alone. She didn't need Bobby the Brown bringing down her zhuzh, or fucking up any of her opportunities to get to know the next man. She had the event sitting down by herself. Who sits down next to her but that goddamn Dennis Rodman? Great love bugs, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves, have a